morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to Alka and Rhea show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here with us. And it's a new year, and you've taken the time to be here, and that's what matters. Success is showing up to your success. And today, Rhea is going to be taking over the conversation. Before Rhea comes on, I want to introduce ourselves. My name is Alka.
My name is Rhea.
And welcome to our show. Rhea, I'm going to pass the mic to you.
Thank you, Alka. So let me try to share my screen so that we can begin. Today is a new topic. It's from the book of 𝗵𝗵𝗲. And this is about the 7 layers of why. So the 7 layers of why from 𝗵𝗲's book. People think success in real estate is all about the numbers. But in reality, success also flows from one's own mindset. There needs to be an underlying why. Why are we doing it? To help fortify us, to help us stick to our plan, when the world is against us. So 𝗵𝗵 wants us to do the 7 layers of why. And it is a simple test to help us determine what we truly want. The first layer is the surface layer. If our goal is to be a millionaire, this is our first why. And it is likely, why do I want to be a millionaire? And our answer likely has something to do with supporting our family and finding financial freedom. Then we ask ourselves, why again? This is the second layer. Why is supporting my family and financial freedom important to me? An answer has something to do with being content in life or maximizing our happiness. So he said it gets a little more difficult with each new layer. After we ask ourselves why a few times, we have to dig deep to get an honest answer. I don't get to my real why until I go deep. And this is the reason that will help us get up in the morning, is our why, the final why. This is the reason that will help us make calls when I don't feel like making calls. This is the reason that will truly help make me all the little decisions to change my life or to change your life. And this is path to figuring out who I want to be, who you want to become. So let's do this. Let's take some time and dig in. So first, there are 7 layers of why, okay? So that's all up to 7. So first, what do we want? Second layer is, why is that important to you? Third layer, again, why is the second layer important to you? The fourth layer, why is that third layer important to you? The fifth layer, why is the number 4th layer important to you? The sixth layer, why? The sixth question, why is the 5th layer important to you? The 7th question, why is the 6th layer important to you? So now let me be concrete in giving an example. So first, what do I want? What do you want? So I want to be financially independent. Now, next, why is that important? Why is being financially independent important? So I can support my family. Third layer of why. Why is supporting my family important? So they feel secure. The 4th layer is asking why. Why is their security important? Because I don't want them to struggle like I did. The fifth layer. Why does that matter to you? Because I fear instability. Six, why? Why do you fear instability? Because it makes me feel powerless. The seventh why. Why is avoiding that feeling of powerless important? Because I want to live life. I want to live with purpose and confidence. And this final answer is our real why. Why we're looking for financial independence, or why I'm looking for financial independence, is because this is the real why. I want to live with purpose and confidence. Another example of the 7 layers of why. What do you want to become? I want to become a millionaire. Why? To provide for my family. Why? So they will be set up for a great future. Why? So my children's children will be happy and have generational wealth. Why? Because I'm fearful of what the future brings, and I know I can be the one to change my path. Why? Because my purpose is to change the future for my children's children. Why? Because I never want someone I love to miss out on life. And this 7th layer of why, this is the real why I want to become a millionaire. So that I never want someone I love to miss out on life. So knowing what I want, knowing what you want, getting on the same page with a partner, structuring my day to pursue these goals, setting up accountability, defining my principles, knowing my deeper fears is the key to my why, to your why, to our why, representing who I can become with the right mindset. Again, it is not, according to Michael Jordan, it is not about being better than someone else. It's always about being better than you were the day before. So this is not a competition against someone, but it is you against you. It is you becoming better than you were. Now you want to be better than the prior day, better than what I believe I am capable of, because we have God-given skills and talents. So mindset is everything when you're trying to build something new and great. Mindset is the key. Here's something Pace think about as an example of death. Now imagine a little girl's backpack. She's 6 years old, first grade. The backpack is pink, and there's a $50 price tag. These are her parents. She's riding on a bus. And the price tag, the $50, has not been removed yet. And it is sitting on the front porch of a modest home. The school bus rolls up, and the parent says goodbye to their little girl as she scoops up the bag when she gets on the bus. She has the biggest smile because she's showing off her new backpack to all of her friends on the bus. The $50 tag is still in there. Oops. But what we do not see is this 6-year-old dad, the dad of the 6-year-old daughter, wants his little girl to have the things she needs for a better education. And when she asks, the dad has to look at his bank account. He checks on his phones. He looks at it. He has $97.63. He tells his daughter, absolutely, sweetheart, even though the dad is hesitant because of the price tag. The price tag is $50, and that would wipe out almost of his savings. The dad, he does not show on his face that he barely has enough money in his account to cover groceries. When he checked his bank, he was just under $100. So let's go back further. They're stripping off. The father and mother, the night before, are going through their bills. And the father just received his paycheck. After paying off all their bills, they see what's left to buy groceries. They have little money, but they have to do enough to get by. And things won't always be this way. So they push on, making ends meet for another month. Now, let's go back further to when the father picks up his paycheck from his job at the construction office. Then back to him working the job, where he is laying carpet on a Sunday afternoon, as the wife and the children helping him to save time. And because this is the only time they get to spend together, he's got to work every single day to make ends meet, but he's able to do it. Now, how did he get this job in the first place? This is again looking back, opening the layers, peeling the layers, the onions of the layers of the onion, just like they say. So how did he get this job in the first place? He just asked for some side work at the local construction company because his previous job laid him off. At this, father asked for some side work. The owner of the company walks in, sees a man who just wants to work, and the owner gives him a chance to come in and work. What we see next is all the pieces of the puzzle to make this happen come together. There's a homeowner who needs to sell their house to downsize and find a better property. There's a young family that needs to buy this house. There's a wholesaler scared to make the next call because they're unsure if they're going to be successful or not in this business. Here's the thing. This is everyone's story. This is your story. This is my story. And this is Pay's story. Someone needs you to be successful. Someone needs me to be successful. And that would be I or you to be successful. This is my purpose. This is your purpose. This is our purpose. What we do matters. What you do matters. What you do impacts so many people. This is a true story about a man Pace met while he was walking into the office to drop off a purchase contract. Pace saw him again the following Sunday, laying carpet with his family on a job site. He told Pace the backstory. Look, it may not be clear right now, but somebody out there needs you. The things you can do in this life are bigger than you. It's not about you. It's not about me. Right now, if I am new, I'm likely blinded by the desire. Simply feed my own family, but my commitment is more than that. I can see all the other people I'm able to help, all the future employees I can help put food on the table, all the kids I can help get through school and parents. I can help retire, all the lives I can change. And when I go deep enough, I can discover my real why. It's my responsibility to carry the torch forward and lead with vision. So he shared this story because of the why, the 7 layers. And it is only through getting the 7th layer that we find the real purpose, the real reason behind why we do what we do. All right. So that's it for today. Let me know in the comment section below what
I agree.
today's topic.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. You know, when we go 7 layers deep, that's the one thing that, I hear so often from other gurus is, going 7 layers deep into discovering, you know, who you are, what we want. But unless you go 7 days deep, then that's the only way you find out the solution. Okay, well, what is it that really matters to you? And so, yeah, I think, it's important to discover, do that soul search as to what really matters to you. Why is it important to you? Why do you want something? But unless we don't have that plan, we don't go ask those questions, asking those deeper questions to find out.
Right, this by going through this exercise, right, this will truly help me, help you, right, to wake up in the morning, because there are sometimes, oh, I have to wake up, have to go to work. Now if you do the 7 layers, if you're finding out the real reason why you're doing it, oh, because I want to do what's best for my family, then you have the reason to wake up. It is not heavy. It is not hard for you to wake up and do the dirty job. Just like, the guy, the example in his story, like layering the carpets, and he only had one Sunday, one day out of the week to spend with
Yeah.
his family. And that's actually, they are together helping each other, layering up. So by doing that, why? Right? By doing this exercise, you have, the purpose, the reason to get up, and it's not that heavy, it's not that of a drag, because you see the future way ahead. It's
Yeah.
bleak right now, but you'll see the rainbow.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So one last thing,
Mhm.
if someone if an individual knows what they want, where they're going, but they don't have that motivation, they don't have that drive that is going to pull them through, they don't have that drive to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. But you know what you want. It's like a two-pronged kind of question. You know what you want, you know what's important, but then you don't have that drive or the motivation to strive to do that. So can you just share with us as to, like,
most,
okay, how do you get through that methodology when you know what you
most
want but you're not
likely,
going to do anything
like what
about it?
you talked about, right? Mindset is the key to it.
Hmm.
Most likely it's just words, but if you really dig into your deeper why, you have a bigger purpose of why you're doing what you do. Nobody needs motivation, because that alone, the seventh layer of why, is the reason why you're waking up. And that's why base asks us to do the 7 layers, because now it's not heavy for us, it's not a drag for us to wake up in the morning. That serves as your reason to wake up. Most likely, why, what they have not find out there are 7 layers of why yet. And or it's more just a voice, right? It's more like, oh, and thinking, they have not shifted yet, whether it's a mindset shift, they have not accepted, they have not changed yet, they're not yet ready. Because
Okay.
a lot of times, right, oh, we think about it, yeah, I gotta do it, but then you've not changed your mind yet.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why you talk
Okay.
about it. Mindset is very important.
It is, for sure it is. Yeah. Um, okay, so two-pronged question. Number one, why seven? Why go 7 layers deep? Why not just two or four? Why seven? And should people write it down as to what are the 7 layers you want? Or can you just like verbalize it?
I think
How
it's
is it?
always right, just like we write our daily goals, right?
Mhm,
I write
mhm.
my daily goals and my future goals, my 10-year long-term vision. I write them down, because if I don't write it, then it's just a wish. It's a wish, can, may or may not happen. But if I write it down, then I'm determined to make it happen. Now, why 7? I don't know why 7, because then you keep on digging the deeper reason why a person has to do it. Because
Mm.
first, like, it took me a long time to actually get to my 7th why. So the more you dig deeper, and it takes time, why am I doing what I'm doing? Right? It takes a long time.
Mhm.
So that exercise makes you think. It's not just a superficial. It's not a, oh, I want to be rich. I want to be a millionaire. So that
Yeah, that's all fluff. That's fluff. Yeah.
so that I can help my family. Okay, now why? Why do I want to help my family? So that I don't, I can see them not be in trouble, so that it's easier for them. They don't have to go
Mm.
through the hardships I've gone through. Now, why? So 7 layers, probably the reason behind it is because you have to ask, you have to really dig deep in. And it's only digging, like digging all those layers can you finally understand the real reason why.
Okay. I see.
I don't know why 7, but it was really hard for me to get down to 7. To the
How
7.
long did it take you to get to your 7?
Oh, it takes days. I mean, I'm like always, because I'm always like, I can always change, right? I can always change that. Why do I want to do that? And I'm taking time because this is my real why. So
Right. But then are you doing it every day? Are you doing it every day?
no,
Or
one layer, right? Why do I want to do what I'm doing right now? Why do I want to do properties? Why do I make, why I'm getting crazy shoveling snow? Why I'm doing that?
yeah.
One question, and then it's like, probably because of this, probably because of that. No, it's that. And then I give time,
Right.
because I
Yeah.
don't want to rush my answers. I don't want to rush my why. It's always a why. Why am I? I give it time to let it simmer.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta do it, and then just let it digest so that
yeah,
then you get that clarity, right? So you get that clarity when you just have a gap,
right. You're not
because then it comes to you.
right.
Huh?
You're always thinking about it, right? But then, okay, now dig down to my second layer of why. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Huh? And then probably I don't have the answer yet. So then I let it pass by. And then at some point in time, a clarity, like you said, the clarity may appear. Because if you're looking, just like if you lose things, if you're looking for it, it's difficult to find things like the keys. If I look for it, I cannot find it. But when I don't look for it, then voila, it appears right in front of me. So just like
Yeah.
7 layers of why. And I'm
Mhm,
asking
mhm.
myself, why do I want financial stability? Sometimes it just doesn't, like come in. Okay, now I give it for second answer, it's fast, right? But the more
Mhm.
I deeper, why do I want that now? Like it takes time. So if I don't
Yeah.
look for it, at some point in time I get the clarity, like you said, and then it will come now the next day. So it takes about 7 weeks,
Right.
1 week, 7 day, right? If you just take
Definitely.
time to slowly do it, then
Mm-hmm.
you can find at the seventh day, at the at the seventh day, at the end of the 1 week, you'll find your why. But you don't have to take 1 week. You can find it.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
right away the answer, the seventh uh, why, as to why you're doing what you're doing.
Exactly. For some, everyone's different. It's going to come for some. It's going to come much quicker.
Yes, and I
But
just time.
yeah, exactly. It takes time. So be patient. Everyone, be patient when you're doing the exercise. Be patient, because not everything is going to come straight away. But when you have the patience and you're writing it down, like Rhea said, write it down. Don't verbalize it. Write it down. So in this way, when we write it down, it becomes more clear. We have the clarity. We see, okay, that's what it is. This is where I'm headed. So amazing conversation. Thank you, Rhea. We had an amazing conversation. Hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. And, let us know as to, drop it in the chat what you thought about what Rhea had gone through. And I took notes. I'm sure most of us, you took notes too, but amazing conversation. So, we have come to the end of another amazing conversation, and we will see you the same time, same place come tomorrow morning. So make the rest of the day the best of your day, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.